Hi, it's Dr. Janowski for Sonata. Today we're doing fat grafting or fat transfer. So we take fat from somewhere where you won't miss it, you don't need it, and put it to good use. In this case, our facial fat grafting. So you can use fat just like a filler. So people have a lot of myths and misconceptions. It's actually a very easy procedure to do. There's not a lot of recovery, and the extraction of fat, people have kind of they think it's more than there really is to it. So I'm going to show you what that's like. And so, our lovely patient is awake. We have a little bit of nitrous gas to make her comfortable. And all I'm going to do first is just put a little tiny drop of local anesthetic. So first thing I do is just numb up the skin. So you feel a couple little pinches here. You're doing great. And this is just a little bit of lidocaine. So this is probably the only part of the procedure the patient might even feel anything sharp. It's very, very quick. And we just go a little bit like this, a little bit like this. Okay, so now we're just going to infuse some local anesthetic underneath the skin, starting from those numb points that we just created. You might feel a little bit of pressure. You doing okay with that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, patient's comfortable. And this fluid just kind of flows under there. There's not a lot of sensation, so really, if anything, you might feel some pressure, but it's nothing bad, it's not sharp, it's not painful. And we just numb up this area like this until it's filled with the numbing fluid. Okay, the next step is to harvest fat for reinjection. So we use a very small cannula. You can see how small this is. This is all completely numb. The patient's very comfortable and sleepy. And we use a special little vibration machine, so you'll hear the sound of that. And we simply use a manual liposuction technique here.
You ready?
Yeah. And we just start moving this back and forth. I made a very, very small opening here. So go ahead and turn that on. And you'll hear the vibrations there. And really it's quite easy, painless. Patient will not feel a thing. Patient's very sleepy and very comfortable. And you can see just really nice pure fat comes out. She wanted her knees done because she felt like she would get some cosmetic benefit as well. You don't always get the cosmetic benefit in the extraction site because we don't need that much, but in a small area like the knees you can see improvements. So she'll get kind of extra bonus out of that. And so we'll do this for a little while until we have enough fat to harvest to re-inject into the face. So again, we're just using a cannula technique, making it very safe, and we've got lots of product to work with here when we do that, so we can really get the whole face volumized in a very natural way. It's not going to look like a pumpkin or a balloon. It will look very, very nice, and some of it, of course, does, a percentage of the fat does not survive the transfer, so we always know it's going to come down a little bit from where we end up at the end of the session. And recovery consists of some swelling. Bruising tends to be pretty mild in general, and we give you these special eye patches to go under the eye to prevent bruising there. And we're going to do temples, the mid-face, the nasolabial folds, the under eye, all the way around, and some of the hollows here in the cheeks. So she's doing really, really well. And it's going to last you a long, long time. So if you have fat to donate, that is, you have fat somewhere else in your body, you don't need more than about 50 to 100 cc's. Then you're probably a good candidate. So now we've harvested the fat. You can see the fat's in the syringes here, this nice bright yellow color. Makes a great filler. Really, it's filled with stem cells. It's good for your skin. It's going to last decades potentially. So we loved using it as a filler. So I'm simply going to fill all around the face, and we've already numbed her quite a bit, so she'll be comfortable for the procedure. So, typically like any other procedure, we use cannulas. And we like to eject the fat deep. Start right here. And so, for example, we'll go in the nasolabial area here, and we'll just inject it. And the great thing about fat is you have many, 50 cc's of product to use, and that's allows us to do so much with the product rather than 1, 2, 3 cc's of Restylane or Juvederm. So we just go in there and we place that product right where we want it, and there we go.